Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
Thank you for joining us for this, your Daily 180 Bible study. We're talking about a biblical kind of church, the church that we read about in the Bible. And the premise for this whole series is a biblical kind of church should be nothing more and nothing less than we read about in the Bible, the way the builder, Jesus, intended for it to be. Now, with that in mind, today let's think about this. A biblical kind of church is about a relationship of submission and obedience. If we're going to belong to the church we read about in the Bible, we need to be an obedient, submissive people. Now, this has always been God's plan under every Bible dispensation. He expects people to approach Him through obedient faith. And we see a great example of that back in the book of Deuteronomy. In Deuteronomy chapter 13, there the children of Israel are given a great warning. And they're told that they need to be loyal to God no matter what. As a matter of fact, Moses says that if there is a prophet who comes along and he prophesies something and it comes true, and he's trying to lead you away from God, don't you follow him. Even if what he said comes true, if he's trying to lead you away from God, don't you follow him. And why is that happening? Listen to verse number 3 and 4. You shall not listen to the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for the Lord your God is testing you to know whether you love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. You shall walk after the Lord your God and fear Him and keep His commandments and obey His voice. You shall serve Him and hold fast to Him. Did you get that? We are to be involved in a loving relationship. We respond to God's love in love. And how do we respond to God's love in love? John 14 verse 15, Jesus said, if you love me, keep my commandments. He says, don't you follow that prophet who's trying to lead you away from God. God's testing you to see if you really love Him. And if you really love Him, you're going to obey Him. That's interesting because over in Hebrews chapter 5 in verse number 9, we're told that Jesus is the author of eternal salvation to all those who, now get this, obey Him. Folks, which one of the commands in the Bible, which one of the commands that we read about that are applicable to us today in the New Testament can we ignore? If we love God, we're not going to ignore any of those commandments. And that's what a New Testament church, a biblical kind of church is like. Thank you for joining us today for this, your Daily 180 Bible study.